Hi, my name is Mary Wong, and I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner and acupuncturist in Toronto. Hopefully, my blog is actually going to go live properly because at this point, I actually tried to do a post and it wasn't working out. So, this whole talk today is about the solution to your New Year's resolution. It's my live post number 22. So, hopefully, you'll benefit from that, and I hope that you are able to tune in and that this is working, because the first time it didn't, but that's okay because I'm trying. So first off, New Year's resolutions are such a common thing, but really it's a tradition of the West. The Eastern Hemisphere is starting to adopt it, but really it's a Western tradition. And it's something that I actually don't love because I find that it's really non-sustainable for most people. And what occurs is that there's a heck of a lot of self-judgment and based on doing something confined to an arbitrary time frame. And so when people make changes through things like let's lose weight or let's have increase our fitness, then what will happen is that you have a very specific regimented goal over a certain time frame, and for many there's a drop off due to lack of motivation or something happens in life and you can't fulfill this self-imposed expectation. And when that happens, then there is a disappointment and sense of failure, which is really not healthy. So what I say is the solution to that is perhaps we don't even want to make a resolution at all. Really confront what it is that you want to change and achieve. So for example, back to the most common resolutions, which is let's exercise 3-5 days a week or something like that, or let's lose weight. So weight loss is a big one and fitness is a big one, right? And so looking at those two things, we really want to unveil and uncover what it is that is the underlying cause of this displeasure about yourself. And there is something that is called the 5 whys, which I was told about through Tanya Smith, one of our fabulous practitioners at Alive Holistic Health Clinic. Thank you, Tanya. And the 5 whys was developed by this Toyota, the founder of Toyota, the car company, and he uses it in business. But really what you want to look at is how at the 5 whys of the root cause of a problem, and that goes beyond just business, that goes into your life. And why do it? Well, it helps to identify the root cause of a problem, and secondly it can determine the relationship between different root causes of a problem. And then it's a very easy tool to use. You can use it anytime, anywhere, so that's awesome. And so let's use this example of why do I want to lose weight. So if I'm just gonna say, we all have some kind of displeasure, and I'm by no means perfect, but if I really delve deep about weight, then I would say, okay, fine, I want to lose 4 or 5 pounds and tighten up because my little triceps are getting more, see, you can actually see it, it's a little bit more flabby than it used to be. So why do I want to do that? Number one, I want to be fit. Well, that doesn't seem very root cause like. So why do I want to be fit? Well, I want to live a long life, and to be fit will be a healthier way to live if I have a long life. Okay, so that's still not the root cause. So why do I want to have a long life and be healthy in my long life? Well, I want to see things. I want to make more of an impact in the world. I want to live and stay healthy so that while I'm old, I don't want to be decrepit. And secondly, and more importantly, I have a child currently, and I'm in my 50th year, so that's another important thing. I think it's opening up my eyes to, wow, I'm hitting a half century, and being 50 means something. It's a milestone, and it's like, wow, I want to live another 50 years, and if I'm going to do that, then I might as well be fit. And also, having had a daughter at the age of 44, I actually want to be around for when she gets older, and not having to have her feel like she's a primary caretaker for me when I'm old, because I certainly witness a lot of patients who have to take care of their elderly parents, and I don't want to be that person. So I want to be that. I want to be healthy so that I can be independent. So that sounds good, right? So instead of now focusing in on the 4 or 5 pounds that I want to lose and the muscles that I want to gain, so I can be, instead of just the aesthetic reasons, really I want to do it for my health and longevity, so that I can be strong, so I don't have sore back, so I can lift things up, so I can mow the lawn if I wanted to. Well, I don't mow the lawn now, but okay, I do shovel the snow. So we want to be able to shovel the snow when I'm 80 and not fall apart. And so I don't have to depend on anyone. So that is a much better way to look at why I want to lose that 4 pounds. So, and that may help sustainability, because unfortunately, most people that make New Year's resolutions, that ability to sustain the goal really drops off. And when I worked at a gym, about close to 30 years ago now, what I always saw was that people will sign up and get a membership at the beginning of the year, but literally within a couple of months there's a drop off, and the sustainability and the consistency drops off to like next to nothing. So that's why you'll never see a gym, at least I haven't in my day, seen a gym that will have a sign that says no vacancy, right? Because there's drop-offs, there's the lack of consistency. So then instead of looking at very specific goals of I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week, or I'm going to lose 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 pounds in 3 months. Well, why don't we just look at the day-to-day and look back to that real underlying cause of, so for example, like back to me, it's about being strong and healthy so I can have a good, healthy, long life and have a life that's worthwhile living when I'm 80, 90, and 100 years old. So then, what can you do in your day right now, every single day, so that it's not about feeling bad or wrong or feeling like a failure when you don't go to a gym, but it's like when I go for my run on my treadmill, then I'll say, wow, here's another thing that I'm doing for myself that's kind, that will help propel me to be healthier for a long life. And so that is more sustaining. And if I break off and not fulfill that, oh gee, I'm going to go for a run today, it's not about feeling bad, but it's like, you know what? Tomorrow's another day, and I can actually make a difference and impact my health so that later on I can sustain and have a healthy, long life, right? Versus, oh boy, I don't think I can do this, and I fail, and I forget it, screw this, I'm not going to the gym anymore. All right, one thing I talked to Tanya Smith about was I thought I was going to swear more today. So maybe I'll swear, like say the word F, or no, let's make it easier. I'll say shit today, because swearing might be another thing that is good for the soul and for the health, because we let ourselves emote what is truly there for us. So we'll do that. And the other thing is, instead of doing those like finite goals, how about doing something much more simply, something that really feels good to the heart and for the soul, and that's also good for longevity and health and happiness. And one thing I just saw, in fact, on Facebook, one of these groups that I belong to, someone posted that they are going to take a mason jar and have cut up sheets of paper so that every day they talk about, or they write out, what is the one thing that was good that happened to them that day. And doing that exercise, I think it's fantastic because as you look for things in your life every day, something that is positive. So instead of, going on complaining about your day, you're really looking for incidents or events or, something that someone said or did that will make a positive aspect of your life, and you focus on the positive. And then if you have this accumulated stack of positive things, you can revisit it at the end of the year, and then you focus in at the end of the year how great your life actually has been, even despite life's challenges. So for me today, I will tell you right now, and it doesn't have to be profound or life-changing, although today I think I did experience something life-changing. So the one amazing positive thing that happened to me was Tanya, again, thank you Tanya Smith, one of our fabulous practitioners at Alive. She showed me how to put a URL. So you have a whole website with a long lengthy URL. She showed me how to condense it so that I can post something with a condensed version. Well, that is going to change my life, and I'm just going to say. And how does that impact me? Root cause level, it makes me feel good. If it makes me feel like I'm not a dinosaur and maybe I'm a little bit more hip than I am, I may look young, but I am a little older, so I never really grew up with a computer. And if truth must be told, I went through my whole university career not doing any papers on computer. It was all handwritten. Crazy, right? Anyway, that's it to the end of my post. So check out all my other posts on my Facebook Live, and check out my website, marywong.life. I have a book called Pathways to Pregnancy, personal stories and practical advice for your fertility journey. So that's an awesome thing to share and to read. And I shall see you next Wednesday evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out Be There, Be Square, and have a great day, and may your new year be happy, joyful, peaceful, and fulfilling. Talk to you later. Bye.